BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's week 213, and I'm your Sunday host, Bourgie86, as usual. As you know, it's our special theme week this week. We're doing Full Moon / Empire, I guess. So the thing that I chose for this theme week is kind of interesting because it's not like an original like Full Moon title, like when Full Moon first came out, but it's a film that was released by Full Moon, of course, and it does involve Charles Band. I believe this is actually one of his first films that he produced, actually. And it's a film from 1978, and it goes by the title of Laserblast. Look at that amazing cover art. I believe that was the original poster art, too, as you can see in the back. They have one sheet of the poster on the back of the description. Pretty interesting film. This is pretty much more of like on the sci-fi angle, like kind of like to cash on through Star Wars. That's why Charles Band made this movie. Pretty much the main plot of this one, we're introduced to our main character, Billy, whose mom, as we meet her, is in the beginning of the film, is like always going on trips and stuff and leaving Billy alone. And he's kind of like a loner type. He has a girlfriend named Kathy, who he consults with, but he gets picked on a lot by the local police and these two bullies, which actually is kind of hilarious because one of them is played by Eddie Dezen, who, of course, the nerd from Grease. And yes, I know, it's fucking funny. If you see it on screen, you know who I'm talking about. The nerd kid from the movie Grease. But one day he ends up like straggling through the desert in his van, and he comes upon like this giant like piece of equipment that kind of looks like a cannon type deal, which attaches to his arm. And he finds also this necklace, and when he has this necklace on, he could actually activate like this laser cannon. But as every time he gets in touch with this necklace and cannon, it ends up transforming him into something else, pretty much like a alien-like creature, pretty much. And he goes on like murderous rampages with this laser cannon, pretty much without him knowing it. This thing like takes over him, pretty much. And it's up to like the survival of trying to figure out a way to stop Billy. Plus, there's also somebody else trying to stop him, as we see, because this cannon is not from this world. So that's pretty much the main plot of this one, without going too crazy into it. Now, my thoughts on it, really exceptional score, I had to say. Like, the score from this film, from Joel Goldsmith and, of course, Charles Band's brother, Richard, is outstanding. It has, like, that eeriness and, like, tone and creepiness, and you can see, like, the early Full Moon and, like, the score that, of course, Richard Band is known for doing, like, these type of scores, but he has help from a great composer in his own right, Joel Goldsmith, with the soundtrack. Now, interesting thing about this film has like a few other cameos in it. Like we have Keenan Wayne, who plays Kathy's grandfather, who's like a very loony part in the film. He has like this character where he's like an ex-colonel, and he kind of like still thinks he's in like the war type deal, like with his character. And plus we have a small role by Roddy McDowall, of course, famed actor from like films like Fright Night, Planet of the Apes. This is like in like a point in his career where he was taking like smaller roles, and it's very small, his role. He's not in the film that much, and it was cool to see him in the film though, but I wish his role was bigger. But yeah, really not a lot of like gore and stuff. The kind of like the cheesy makeup effects of when Billy becomes like this mutant like type thing when he transforms is kind of cheesy in a way, and especially the way he like interacts and growls and stuff. But I had fun with this film for what it was. It has some cheesy dialogue and acting in it, and really fun stuff. And the highlight of the movie, of course, is these guys right here, the aliens that we meet in the film, who are also after Billy. And they're done by stop motion animation, and they're done by David Allen, of course, who would work with Charles Band on numerous projects, including like the Puppet Master films and Subspecies doing stop motion work for numerous effects for certain other films also that Charles Band was accredited, and other films in general. And the stop motion's amazing, even though like they have like scenes where like full scenes with like these aliens and they speak in their language, so you don't understand a word they say. But it was kind of intriguing and kind of cool because even though you don't know what they're saying, you kind of get the gist of what's going on because they have like the scene where they talk to their leader and stuff. So it was kind of funny that you don't know exactly what they're saying, but you kind of get the gist of it. But I had fun with this film. Like I said, it's kind of like slow in some parts because especially with like subplots with other characters, like the bully characters and the police investigation, where they don't describe like why this one dude's kind of like following this trail also. It's kind of weird and kind of comes in and out of the plot. But overall, I did enjoy Laserblast for what it was. It's a little fun, like cheesy, fun ride. And if you don't know the history of this film, also, it's of course it was famous for being on Mystery Science Theater 3000, where the ongoing joke of this film is like Leonard Maltin actually gave this film like a 3 out of 4 stars, and they did like an ongoing joke. Like I remember seeing this episode, and they were like naming like other movies that Leonard Maltin gave 3 out of 4. Like one of them was Gorgo and numerous other ones, and like he gave like negative reviews to other films too. So, but overall, it's a cheesy, fun ride. If I had to rate it, I'm probably gonna give it just a 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, like those subplots kind of got me out of the film in certain scenes. You know what I mean? But overall, I did enjoy it for what it was. It has some cool like stop motion effects, and just the story was kind of intriguing to me. So Laserblast, check it out. Alright guys, this is for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll be back next week with another one, guys. So I'll see you soon. Peace out.